Hey everyone, and welcome back for another deep dive. Today we are looking at pet tech. Specifically this thing I saw called the Pawsitive Pet Wellness App.
Yeah.
We've got one of those like flashy YouTube ads?
Oh, yeah.
And then I also found like, sort of a longer,
Yeah.
like blog post overview of it.
Sure.
So, take it with a grain of salt because obviously they're trying to sell it to us. But
No.
I thought
Yeah.
the idea was interesting enough to at least talk about it.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
sure. So it's basically like they're trying to make it like the end-all be-all
Okay.
pet apps. Like this is the only app you're going to need
I see.
to be a good pet parent. It's AI powered.
Oh, wow.
But that's one of the big
Yeah.
things they're really pushing.
It's very buzzworthy right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they've got all these features in here. One of them is like, here's them. This is smart health tracking.
Okay.
So it's kind of like,
Mm.
if we have like our Fitbits and our Apple Watches
Mm-hmm.
that are tracking our steps and stuff,
Right.
this is kind of
Yeah.
supposed to do it for your pet, but it goes even further.
Yeah. How so?
It tracks like
Yeah.
activity levels, obviously,
Yeah.
but also
Yeah.
like how much water they're drinking,
Really?
even their diet.
Wow.
And they say that it can use
Mm-hmm.
the AI to
Mhm.
analyze all that and
Yeah.
give you insights into maybe there's some trends that you're not noticing as a pet owner.
Okay, so like what kind of insights are we getting?
Well, they were saying like,
Yeah.
for example, if your dog's activity level
Yeah.
suddenly drops for like a few days, the app might be like, hey, maybe you should take him to the vet and see if something's going on.
Oh, okay.
Or if your cat's not drinking enough water, it'll send you a notification to be like, hey, Fluffy needs to drink some more water.
Yeah.
Encourage them to drink somehow.
Interesting.
So it's kind of like having this really observant pet sitter who never sleeps,
Oh, yeah, that's great.
constantly watching everything they're doing.
That would be helpful.
Then they've got this other thing, an AI chat bot. And this is more for, like, if you need advice.
Okay.
So you know how sometimes it'll be like, and your dog starts throwing up or something.
Right.
And you're like, oh my God, what do I do? Do I rush them to the emergency vet?
Yeah.
Is this normal? Should I just wait it out?
Exactly.
Instead of like frantically Googling symptoms at 3 a.m.,
Mm-hmm.
you can go into the app and you can talk to this chatbot.
Right.
And it's supposed to
Mhm.
be like tailored to your specific pet. So there. Consider like their breed, their age, all those factors.
So it's not just like a general dog advice
yeah.
chatbot.
It's specific to like your poodle
unique pet,
or, whatever kind of cat you have.
which is, I think, pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like having a vet in your pocket.
Which is,
That's reassuring,
I know, it's
especially for anxious pet parents like me.
yeah.
But then one thing I thought was really surprising, that they're also focusing on mental well-being for your pets.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
Right.
it's not just about,
Right.
Their physical health. It's also about like their mental and emotional well-being.
So the app can track their behavior patterns and then, based on that, suggest activities and games and things that you can do with them to keep them mentally stimulated and happy.
I never thought about gamifying
Right.
my cat's mental health.
Me neither, but apparently it's a thing now.
I guess so.
They've also got, kind of the more practical features, like emergency alerts.
Okay.
So if something happens, you need to quickly get in touch with your vet,
Right.
a nearby pet hospital, even poison control.
Yeah.
You can do that all through the app. It's like,
So they're going for that
yeah.
peace of mind angle
Yeah.
for sure.
So it sounds pretty good so far.
Yeah.
And I think we should also be a little bit realistic here.
Of course.
Because all this information is coming from,
Yeah.
the people who made the app. So it's kind of like
Right. They're going to highlight
like looking
for best parts.
at a perfectly staged house.
Right.
You don't know if there's
Yeah.
cracks in the foundation.
Exactly. You don't know what's lurking
Right.
underneath the surface.
What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I mean, it definitely sounds promising. But yeah, I think it's important to be a little bit skeptical and to think about what are the potential downsides?
Yeah.
Have you considered the data privacy aspect of this? Like, are you comfortable sharing all this information about your pet with an app?
That's a good point.
Yeah.
I hadn't really thought about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's definitely something to consider.
Definitely among
I'm
briefs.
wondering about Like, if we become too reliant on an app like this,
Mm-hmm.
will we become less attuned to our pets?
Mm.
You know, natural cues,
Oh, that's a good point.
because
Very
we're so
good.
busy looking at the app. And
Right.
it's telling us maybe we'll miss
Yeah.
something that our pet is trying to tell us.
Yeah. I mean,
Cool.
technology can be a great tool, but I don't think it should replace our own intuition and observation skills as pet owners. We still need to be present and pay attention to our animals.
Right. So this has been a very interesting deep dive.
It has.
I feel like I've learned a lot.
Yeah, me too.
It also brings up this even bigger question for me,
Okay.
which is, would an app like this actually make you feel more connected to your pet? Or could it almost create a distance,
Yeah,
like a digital barrier
Yeah.
between you? That's a good question.
It is.
I don't know. I think it depends on how you use it.
Yeah.
If it frees you up
Yeah.
to be more present with your pet,
Yeah.
that's great. But
Yeah.
if you're constantly like
Sure.
polar,
Yeah.
staring at your phone,
Yeah.
looking at the app, maybe not so much.
Yeah, you got to find that balance.
Yeah.
That's what you said.
So if any of this sounds intriguing to you, I definitely encourage you to do your own research, look into it,
Yeah.
read some reviews, see what other people are saying.
Compare it with other apps out there.
Yeah.
See what's the best fit for you.
Really think about,
Yeah.
what kind of pet parent
Yeah.
you are and how this app might fit into your lifestyle.
Yeah, because technology should enhance our lives with our pets. It shouldn't make it more complicated.
Exactly. Well said. So let us know what you think. Is this the future of pet care? Or just another,
Kinda.
gimmicky pet tech thing?
Another gadget.
Yeah. The debate is open. Let us know in the comments. All right. That's all for today. See you next time.